Hello, I'm Sarah Ewan. Welcome to day 14 of Turn Back Time. Well, this is the 2-week marker. I've been eating in total balance for exactly 2 weeks. I must admit, it doesn't actually feel that long. And I have to say, I've not been hungry even once. I don't feel deprived. I must admit, if I got my act together and did more cooking, I think I would probably feel like I was on some sort of gourmet experience. A number of you have contacted me and said, I can't do this challenge. I can't cook. And it reminds me of that TV show in the UK called Can't Cook, Won't Cook. We can all cook. It's only mixing some things together and generally adding some heat. What we're really saying when we say I can't cook is I don't prioritise cooking. It's so much easier to get a takeaway or just grab some ready-made food when we're trying to run a family or work hard. But as more and more harmful ingredients are being snuck into that ready-made food, we really do need to decide what our priority is. And as we get older and our poor bodies are just chock full of this stuff, we just can't absorb the overload anymore. Those comments about cooking played on my mind as I was preparing my own food. And I thought to myself, I'm doing more chopping than cooking most of the time, and bar eggs and the loading of an air fryer, I'm skating by with hardly any extensive cooking preparation at all. I'm just chucking everything in a receptacle and then pressing go. And with no processed food, my food bill has just gone through the floor. Maybe you've seen that too. So before you dismiss this out of hand as too much faff, have a wander through the recipes in the book or on the website, and you'll see how easy it is to make most of them. A child can literally do it. Harness that child labour in your house. The rewards are just so worth it. I did my measurements today to see how many blocks I need to eat now. I wasn't expecting a huge amount of change, as my weight has not plummeted as dramatically as it did in the first week. 7 days ago, I was 188.8 pounds, 85.65 kilos, and today I'm 186.6 pounds, just over 84 kilos. A whole kilo lost, 2.2 pounds. And that's what the experts think you should drop, about 1 to 2 pounds a week, so everything pulls in properly as you go along and nothing sags. Anyway, the most stunning news is that having plugged my measurements and my weight into the template on the website, not expecting that much change in the body fat percentage, I was absolutely amazed to see that having started with a body fat percentage of just over 35%, and dropped to 32.97% by the end of week 1. At the end of week 2, I'm now sitting at 29.81 body fat percentage. So I've actually dropped more this week than the first week. And the target, the average body fat a woman should carry is 23%, 17% for men. So I'm almost halfway there 2 weeks in. 5.1% of the body fat gone. I'm now allowed to eat 11.2 blocks a day, and I started at 10.5, but I'll round that down to 11 still for now. And I would have to say that it really has been easy. I still have hardly done any exercise. This week, now I'm lighter and more comfortable in my skin, I'm going to try to ramp that up a bit. There's just not enough hours in my day. But like the cooking, I just need to prioritise it. One thing I have been disappointed by is the bingo wings haven't shifted much. Not yet, I'm not going to show you. And I think that is what most of us hate. But maybe the body tries to shift the weight in the torso first, because that's what's cramping the organs and perhaps restricting normal bodily function. I was reading a book yesterday called Alkalise or Die, nothing like a strong title. And it was basically saying that the cause of all illness in the body is when it turns acidic rather than alkaline, and that all fast and processed foods, sodas, sweets, etc., are acid-making foods. The foods we're all eating now on this eating plan promote alkalinity in the body. Avocado, leafy greens, peppers, tomatoes, mushrooms, banana, most fruit, berries, dates, nuts. You can buy a chart which you can put on the wall and make sure you eat at least some of them every day. But I think you are. In nature, balance is everything, and that's true for the human body too. On a pH scale of 0 to 14, 7 is deemed neutral or balanced. Under 7 is acidic, and over 7 is alkaline. The human body needs to be at 7.4 on the pH scale to be where they call homeostasis, which means utmost stability. It is possible for the body to become too alkaline if you're ill, but if it's due to diet, it'll be because you're not eating enough protein. And that can't happen on this diet because it's protein-led. While you maintain the exact balance of protein, you're not in danger of the body being too alkaline. Interestingly, while looking up some of this information, I found numerous articles in Medical News Today and on WebMD on alkaline diets, and it says there may be some health benefits of the body being more alkaline, but it's not proven. There's no proof that food has an effect on pH levels. So the fuel we put in does not affect the functioning of the machine. We really are led by donkeys. Donkeys scared of being put out of business, I think, given how well this diet pulls you in. While I am engaged in my amateur scientific analysis, I was thinking how I wish it was possible to measure my pH level now to see if I'm anywhere near right yet. Well, you can. You can just buy pH testing strips, certainly on Amazon, and test your urine or your saliva. The things you learn. I never knew that. So I'm off to get some. Onwards and upwards, 6 weeks to go. See you tomorrow.